When the Obsidian's Flames Battle Pass becomes available in Pokemon TCG Live on Thursday, August 10th at 10 AM Pacific, 1 PM Eastern, the two new free decks will be Charizard EX and Toedscruel EX. Charizard EX will be on the basic Battle Pass, while Toedscruel EX will be on the Premium Battle Pass, which should still cost 600 crystals. Starting with the Charizard EX deck, the default version will include 2 Charizard EX, 1 Charizard from Pokemon Go, 3 Torkoal, and 3 Pelipper. On its own, the deck is lacking. Having just 1 copy of Pogozard means being able to use Torkoal's attack for big damage isn't going to be easy. Yes, Charizard EX can accelerate 3 fire energy into play once it evolves into Charizard, but you really need to rely on the other Charizard to let Torkoal hit big numbers, as it doubles the amount of fire energy attached to your Pokemon. And a 3/3 line of Pelipper feels like a bit much, as it's a one-time use and then it's just a wasted bench spot. On the bright side, the trainers all fit the deck fairly well, but trying to win with the deck as it is will be tough. By reaching tier 16 of the Battle Pass though, you'll receive a bunch more useful cards, including another Charizard EX, a Radiant Charizard, 2 Pidgeot EX, and 4 Artisan to help you find basic Pokemon. You probably own some of these cards already, but either way they can help. Pidgeot EX is another Stage 2 Pokemon, but once it's up and running, you can use its ability to get any card from your deck turn after turn. You'll have to be very careful with your 4 rare candy, and you'll likely have to use Charmeleon and Pidgeotto at some point, but Pidgeot should be an upgrade over Pelipper, as it can find your rare candy without having to use a supporter like Arven. And unlike Pelipper, which is one and done, Pidgeot can be used every turn to find any card. Continuing the trend introduced with Paldea Evolve, the Battle Pass now gives you hyper-rare versions of cards. For Obsidian Flames, Tier 50 will get you an Illustrator rare copy of Charizard EX. And if you missed the announcement last month, a code will be given out during Worlds, which gives you a copy of the Gold Charizard EX on PTCGL. Worlds starts on Friday the 11th, and I'll tweet out the code when it's available. Switching to the Premium Battle Pass, the free deck there is Toedscruel EX. Highlighting just how bad of a set Obsidian Flames is, the only new card in the entire deck is Toedscruel EX. Otherwise, it's just a Cherrim Torterra deck. Cherrim is a great energy accelerator, just keep in mind that it can't attach to Toedscruel EX as it has a rule box. So you'll need to use Cherrim first on Toedscruel, then evolve into Toedscruel EX. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time. And just like Charizard, this deck has a lot of good trainer cards included. Toedscruel EX definitely has some potential. The ability is Espeon VMAXs, blocking the effects of attacks done to all of your Pokemon with energy attached. Mainly, this stops Sableye from spreading damage counters to your Pokemon, and the attack itself can deal some big damage, provided you have energy attached to all of your Pokemon. By reaching Tier 14 of the Premium Battle Pass, you'll receive another Toedscruel EX, an Eldegoss to help get energy into your hand reliably, and some gold trainer cards. Even with these upgrades, the deck will likely struggle. If you swap out the Torterra line for Eldegoss, you're still missing the draw power of something like Bibarel. And yes, that's how it's pronounced. So if you're a brand new player, I would stick with the Giratina V-Star deck for now. And don't forget to grab the free Chien-Pao EX deck on the Paldea Evolve Battle Pass before it leaves forever on Wednesday. To wrap up the Obsidian Flames Premium Battle Pass details, by reaching Tier 50, you'll get 4 copies of the Illustrator Rare Toedscruel from Scarlet and Violet base set. I'll be doing in-depth deck upgrade videos for both Charizard and Toedscruel next week, so stay tuned for those. To answer the inevitable question that you definitely have right now, yes, it is worth it to buy the Premium Battle Pass for 600 crystals. You get a deck, plus a lot of other good stuff. To answer your next question, no, it is almost never worth it to buy the Premium Battle Pass Plus for 2,000 crystals, unless you already have a lot of crystals and want to gain those 15 levels right away. And for the final piece of business, the Obsidian Flames update will come to PTCGL on Tuesday, August 8th. For some unknown reason, you'll be forced to re-download the game from the official website if you're on PC or Mac, instead of just downloading the update. This is what we had to do last year during the beta, and if it's anything like that, simply re-downloading will be fine. You won't have to uninstall and then reinstall. As for that update, there's no new features, with the highlights being Pokemon in stadiums will appear in full-on mobile rather than being condensed. I'm sure that'll help with the overheating and battery drain issues. Shedinja in Expanded won't disappear when you use it, while the Reindeer in Expanded won't be able to be used infinitely from the discard pile. Those last 2 issues have been in the game for a very long time. Additionally, you'll be able to craft V-Union cards again after the developers broke that with the previous update, and you'll be able to craft more than 4 foil basic energy. The Cheryl issue where energy may be discarded from a Pokemon with full health is also being addressed. And for anyone with ears, the metal sound issue that was introduced in January is finally being fixed across the board.